Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining this high-level thematic debate on peace and security in Africa. This is an issue that Africa unfortunately continues to grapple with. Conflicts give birth to other conflicts all the time. This stark reality reminds us why we are gathered today, not merely to discuss concepts, but to confront the realities that shape peace and security in Africa. Africa is a vast continent. Over 1 million people live in Africa. All of them seek stability, prosperity, and most of all, peace. Yet, conflicts are proliferating across the continent, displacing millions of people and claiming innocent lives. Terrorism, governance challenges, climate change, and social inequalities are among the drivers of instability. And they intersect in ways that defy simplistic interpretation. It is a complex reality. For we know that peace is not merely the silence of guns. It is more complex than that. It is the harmony of progress, justice, opportunity, dialogue, hope, and dignity for all. Addressing Africa's security challenges therefore demands a collaborative approach, one that links peacekeeping and peace-building efforts with initiatives for development, humanitarian assistance, and human rights. The Pact for the Future calls for greater international cooperation. The Pact effectively seeks to reinvigorate multilateralism. And so it is imperative that we strengthen collaboration among nations and all relevant stakeholders. We must create synergies in conflict prevention and crisis management that strengthen the foundations of peace. In 2023, the Security Council took a significant step to strengthen the United Nations partnership with Africa. Its landmark Resolution 2719 marked a milestone in providing predictable and sustainable financing for African Union-led peace support operations. The Council recognized that collective security could be improved through cooperation with regional organizations. The Council acknowledged the mandate of the African Union Peace and Security Council for the promotion of peace, security, and stability in Africa. And it acknowledged the need for more reliable, flexible, predictable, and sustainable funding for African Union-led peace support operations. We need broader support for the implementation of the United Nations Security Council Resolution 2719 by all member states. As we look to the review of Resolution 2719 in 2026, it is important to ask, what role can the General Assembly play in promoting support for African Union-led peace support operations financed through United Nations assessed contributions? How should peacekeeping operations be configured in the future? To best serve vulnerable populations, it is clear that peacekeeping operations must evolve. Peace efforts must be shaped by those they serve. National ownership is essential. The review on the future of United Nations peace operations mandated by the Pact for the Future presents a key opportunity in this regard. Achieving peace and security in Africa is a complex charge, However, that complex charge is attainable. Now more than ever, we must use the tools of peace building rooted in the principles of the United Nations Charter to foster stability in Africa. With a collective commitment from leaders, youth, women, and institutions, we can transform aspirations into realities. 80 years ago, the founding members of the United Nations Organization came to the same realization after suffering 2 destructive world wars. Only diplomacy, dialogue, and peaceful resolution of conflict can save us. For this is the only way to bring durable peace. That is true for Africa. And it is true for other regions, in particular, as we witness an extremely alarming military escalation in the Middle East. Together, let us build a future for Africa where peace is not a fragile hope, but an unshakable reality. That unshakable reality is at our fingertips if we have the courage to embrace it. The choice is ours. Thank you.